Make Fate Series Episode 2.
Dos.
I am Luke Gunner.
I am
Shaq
Marshall.
Marsh.
Bro, I'm not big, man.
Bro, you're the OG, bro. You got me hip to this fitness game, bro. You told me how to get hip to this shit. I said, bro, how do I get my shit big? And Cuss said, bro, you gotta eat this, this, and this. And you gotta.
It was like peanut butter and like Pop Tarts or some crazy shit.
So we're gonna tell you the story about how me and Cuz got together. So I'm in the gym, and I was 17 at the time. Probably had just turned 17. And I see the biggest fucking dude I had ever seen in person.
Yeah, he might have been 16.
Might have been 16, about to turn 17. I saw the biggest fucking dude I had ever seen in my life. It was this big ass black dude. And I walked up to him and I was like, like in my head, I was like, I have to holler a hoss. And Cuz was just over there training like a savage, like just like, like hitting his shit, hitting the poses, like I didn't even know what this was.
And y'all, at the time, I was hitting kind of hitting the poses. Like I wasn't hip to it because I wasn't even a pipe I was just trying to train for football at the time. But I knew I had to train. I gotta eat. You feel me? So
I went up to Cuz and I was like, hey man, do you have any advice on like how to, get bigger, bro, to put on size? Like, are there any like supplements that that you could recommend? Because at that point in time, like, I was starting to do research and I was like realizing that there was a lot into supplements that I didn't know about. So I was like, yo, bro, like maybe Cuz will give me the game right fast. So I said, hey, bro, how do I get hip to it? And Cuz was like,
listen.
Cuz was like,
listen, I probably was like this. Either I had my shit on and I was like this. I was like, what's up, bro?
Like that's literally what he did, though.
That's probably what happened because back then I trained with a video.
This is completely unscripted. This is just
free flow.
And that's literally what he was like. What'd you say? What's up, bro? Like, why the fuck are you bothering my shit right now? I wasn't
tripping though, but like I was just like, I'm in here. What's up though? Like I wasn't tripping, but I was tripping.
Cause you trippy, man.
So I'm like, bro, I see little Cuz. I'm like, Cuz got some shave. Cuz in here hitting it. And I had seen Cuz before, cause if you in the gym, you got a gym family, you got a gym community. Shout out to Ghost, man. We gotta get out there. They talking about like
this. We were training at more courts for any of you Mount Pleasant locals.
Yeah, Mount Pleasant, Michigan. Yeah, not
That shit I mean, that shit was the bodybuilder spot back in the day before endurance came to town.
Yep.
And, yada yada yada.
Yep. That was
anyhow, so I asked him, I was like, hey, bro, do you have any advice? And
I say, bro, you really just gotta eat. But I was so serious
about it at the time. And he's like, bro, you gotta eat this, and this. Like, give me some like quick like calorie hacks.
No,
like,
bro, you need to
get
you some peanut butter and jellies, and you could just eat them with your meals. Like you gotta make sure you eat this.
Do you like Pop Tarts? Just carry a box of Pop Tarts with you
because you need to make sure you're getting calories in all
the
time.
I remember going home and saying to my mom, I was
in better shape than I mean.
I was like, I literally was like, Mom. I was like, I've wasted the past 5 years of me training. And I mean, I hadn't been training for 5 years, but 3 or 4. I was like, I've done literally nothing. And she's like, what are you talking about? Like, you're muscular, you're strong, blah, blah, blah. And I was for 17 or 16. I was probably 16. And I was like, no. Black Cuz up the street. No, but I really told Mom, I was like, no, there's this black dude named, I don't think I got his name. There's this black dude at Moore Courts, and like, I'm literally nothing compared to him. But I was like dead serious. Like I felt like devastated. Like how do I give my all into this shit, bro? Who went off on, bro? Someone went off. Like I put my all into this shit. There's a video of someone going off.
Who are you talking about?
I don't.
In what arena, bro?
I don't know. I feel like
it's an Ed Reed.
I feel like it, but I can't remember.
I was
like, I put my all into this shit. I've been grinding. I literally bust my ass. I put in 110%, and Cuz looks so much more muscular and crazy than I do. that like I've literally accomplished nothing. Like I felt like just absolutely devastated. Sorry, and I told my mom, I was like, yeah, I guess I got to go back to the drawing board. Like there's something that I'm not doing correctly because I shouldn't look like cuz shit. So
she said, well, what does he do? Like, what does he do? He said, well, he told me to like eat like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Right. Well, anyhow, that was our first interaction, but basically, I was being trained by the Mount Pleasant legend Nate Hamp, and that really like Nate Hamp really was a good fucking coach.
I would say he knew what he was talking about. That's for sure. He may not be able to totally do it, but he knew what he was talking about though. And shout out to my boy. He said when Shaq ever get on the program, he'll be deadly. He just stay on one thing, he will be deadly.
Nate Hamp taught me a whole fucking lot, and I was training with Nate, and he was literally coaching me. I mean, Nate Hamp was the best thing that ever happened to me in fitness because he saved me from injury and taught me muscle recovery, rehab, and injury prevention in such a great deal of depth that I will never forget, and I can actually teach others based off of my year with Nate. Well, anyhow, so I've been training with Nate, and I was talking to Shaq, and Shaq's like, hey, bro, like, you're training for football, because I was going to play college football. I'm training college football, bro. What do you think about, like, we work out a few times, we can, kind of push each other, blah, blah, blah. And I saw how Shaq trained, and I used to train like Shaq before I started training with Nate, and Nate made me slow things down and have a more conservative approach, but at the core of me, I like to get after it. So I was like, okay, bro. So I started training with Shaq. And, I mean, to say that we fed off each other was an understatement. I mean, it literally got to the point where, like, if one of us went out of each other's vision for, like, 10 seconds, it'd be like, bro, did you just get some extra work on me, bro? What did you just go hit?
To God, you just hit some more shit.
If you just hit some fucking shit
on the list.
That wasn't on the list for the workout, you're trying to get in more work than me, and I can't let that happen.
That's
like if it was supposed to be like, if it was a exercise and it was supposed to be like 10 reps, and like I or he did 15, the other one would be like, bro, you really just gonna snake me like that and get some extra work in on me, bro? Okay. And then the next one would have to hit like
17, 20.
Right. Well, so that's how it was, and we trained. And I don't know. You want to tell them the Albion story?
Man, so we training and we're going crazy, and throughout this time we get like different training partners. We meet different people. We meet my boy AJ. I'm like, yo, we started training at 5 a.m, doing sprints 5 a.m, going crazy. So like I said, we're going crazy.
We actually dragged a weight bag at 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
across the carpet at Maury, and Bob Sherlock cussed us the fuck out. He actually really cussed Shaq out. Yeah, like, he's like, he's young, but you know better.
You know better. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, nah, no, I gotta get.
But we literally put tracks in, pulling. It was like a weight sled.
It was a weight sled. You can put the weights on the back of it, right, and drag it across the thing, and it was just making lines on the carpet.
So what it was, I met Shaq when I was still in high school, and you were at mid, right?
First,
and he was trying to train, because when Shaq played football at Brother Rice, and then he went and played at the Grand Rapids GRCC. Yeah. And played there for a year.
Tony and East.
And then he wanted to transfer to Central.
Yeah.
But didn't have the right grades or credits or something.
It was the credits and stuff like that. And just
so
probably should have stayed.
So he transferred to mid to try to get his shit right to be able to go to Central. Right. And I graduated high school and I went to Central my freshman year, and we both were going to try to walk on at Central. Well, so that's what we were doing. We were training together, and then we were getting closer to the summer, and we did the tryout. And both of us were told that we were one of the better ones there, because there was a lot of people that tryout. Yeah. That was the exact words they used, but they just didn't have a position available. Well, so I ended up having another meeting with one of the coaches, and I was like, because he knew me from winning a state championship at Sacred Heart in Mount Pleasant.
This whole story.
And he had told me that during the workout. He's like, "Did you play at Sacred Heart?" And I was like, "Yes, sir." And he's like, "I won't do that against you." So I got really excited about it. Well, anyhow, it still didn't have a spot for me. So I went and talked to him. He's like, we can do another trial in the fall. And, if you train your ass off, you might have a shot at getting it. Well, I had talked to Coach Rundle at Albion College, a D3 school, but they won They won a national championship back in the 80s, I think, or something like that.
But they always win their league. I mean, a lot of times they're winning their league.
And I talked to them in high school, and it was still in my back pocket. Well, when it got time, when summer came around, and I had that meeting with that coach, I talked to my dad, and I was like, should I try for this tryout and possibly miss out on 2 years of football, or should I just transfer now to Albion? So I ended up deciding to transfer to Albion. Well, that's when I got talking to Shaq. And Shaq was like, "Dude, maybe I should come with you." And then,
So we also meet our boy Tyler White.
Right.
So we were on Emory Courts, killing it, of course. And Luke went to Sacred Heart, and Tyler White went to Sacred Heart. So they see each other in Emory Courts, and they're like, "Okay, what's up, bro? Blah, blah. I'm over at Albion. I love it, man. You should come down. Your boy should come down." And I'm like, okay, maybe, I am not going no D3, though. I don't want to do that. And you also got to understand, man, lesson in life, humble yourself and experience the things you want to experience, because that's what you're there for anyway. You're trying to experience college football. So I said, yeah, okay. So I said a prayer to myself. I said, "God, let me know what you want me to do about this Albion thing or not." And the next day, he was like, "Yeah, I talked to my coach. He said, yeah, I'm come down and visit." I said, "Okay, well, that's it. Boom." We go visit, and I had a great visit. Dope campus, dope everything.
Well, he took us to Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut, checked out.
I'm trying to shove food down our throats. Like, you guys need to put on a little bit of weight.
Yeah, right.
Although we were relatively muscular, if I do say so.
I was like 255. I think he was pushing like 210.
No, I was like over 215 off that Epistane.
Yeah, so ready to roll, man, and basically it's coming down to all about training, busting your ass, man. When I met Cuz, we bust our ass, and that was what was our thing, our bond. Pushing yourself in the motherfucking gym and just letting that shit all out. You know what I'm saying? I've had training partners before Luke, and it was like, okay, some of my dogs, man. Shout out to all y'all dogs, man. But right now, or back then, it's like, yo, that's what we was doing. It was time to go, but it was trying to make that football dream happen. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that was a crazy time though. I would literally, and it was college time too, so I would literally go out. We would go out, and he didn't drink at the time. I was getting hammered. I would get hammered, and the next day I would hit PRs. I hit 365 on bench for 5 or something crazy. It was like, dude, you hungover this morning. I was like, yeah, I don't know. 3 p.m. we doing upper body max effort.